Hi, it's Dave from Drive and Venture. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't done so already, please think about subscribing, getting the notification bell on. Today you join me at Ninemeister here in Warrington, and today we're reviewing this very special GT4. Welcome inside the cabin of this nicely modified 981 GT4. Now, I guess I could call it the Ninemeister car because Ninemeister is the garage and the people that performed all the work on this car since it was delivered from Porsche Centre Sheffield. In a resplendent Guards red exterior, this car has one or two tricks up its sleeve. This car would normally have 380 horsepower, but that wasn't enough for the owner, and it's been taken up to 449 horsepower. It also has a specialist Ninemeister exhaust system fitted to it, so this thing really sings tune. It's got some chorus with its pipes. But the thing I love about this car is it's got that low down growl and burble again. It takes me right back to the Spider, the 981 Spider, and that rather fab and moorish colour to sample light grun GT4 that was on the channel not too long ago. And I'm back in my hometown just outside Lancaster. This is where I grew up, and I'm taking on some of the fab roads just at the back as we get into the early stages of the Trough of Bowland. But just this sound, it's just glorious. And it really punches well above its weight, the GT4. You know, when you think what you can pick these cars up for, and actually the thrill that the car gives you for the price tag and the ask, it's just a bargain, absolute bargain. You know, we've got the sport button engaged, we've got the sport suspension engaged, and we've got the sports exhaust button engaged. Now, another thing this car has, which helps with its acceleration, is a Ninemeister single mass flywheel. So this thing picks up through the road path extremely well. Downshift and that little growl and that little pop. It was only yesterday I was actually driving the 992 GT3s. So you might think it's a bit of a step down to get into the GT4 and drive this car today, but let me tell you, this car has got some sensational poise on the road. The mid-engine chassis just ticks the boxes one after the other. Now, it also has a Ninemeister custom damping system as well, so the damping is more responsive than you would get in a standard GT4, and that's useful because it reacts to the undulations. So of course we do have one or two of them on our English roads. So much better than the standard system. So in sport, it doesn't feel stiff. It actually feels a lot more like a 718. So it has RSS toe links front and rear. So that helps. Is what I was saying there about the alignment and about the camber and about how quickly the car responds, especially to the steering inputs that you give it. Always love third gear in the 981 because it just gives you that down low growl. I mean, you take this cattle grid on, just the responsiveness because of that 9M damping. It just makes such a difference. And on the sweepers, just such a joy, such a joy. The backdrop here, Trough of Bowland. The turning is just so sharp. Now the exhaust is controllable, so you've got the button here so that can dial back the noise a little bit, so it's not quite as aggressive, but it's such a tuneful sound and it really suits the car. You get the pops, you get the overrun a little bit, you know, when you're lifting off. This is a glorious car to drive. The only thing about this car I think you could improve upon is take the roof off. But in the twisty stuff, you know, the gearbox is just there, it's a short throw. Engine intake, that's been improved again by Ninemeister, so the torque's up, the responsiveness, the single mass flywheel just helps to take you forward. But just this second gear here, you know, as you're coming around this bend, it just sticks. You've got your cup 2 sticking to the road, it just opens up. And it certainly picks up faster. From what I remember of the Spider, the extra grunt horsepower, that 9M power is at your right foot's beck and call. Okay, so some of the external enhancements that Ninemeister have managed to achieve with this car. First one that stands out is the one that stands up more, and that's the rear spoiler. So we've got 6 inches more on the rear spoiler height. It is the same standard GT4 spoiler itself, but the actual extra support height gives it a higher ride height, catches the airflow more downforce. Also on this GT4, it has 6mm spacing on the wheels, so it's got a wider girth. So if you come behind me here, and you'll see that the wheel just sticks out that little bit more, gives it more of a chunky look, I think. And that's 6mm front and rear. And then the final thing the car has is it's removed the little black things down here, which normally drop down just in front of the front wheel, the rear wheel, and that gives more airflow, which again helps the aerodynamics of this car when it's on the track. And this car has been really set up for track use. The owner enjoys his track days, and perfect car to do so. So there we have it, the Ninemeister Enhanced GT4 981 generation car, a fab car, the extra power, the improved dampers. Ninemeister have done a proper job on this car, so if you are looking to enhance your GT4, send it along to them and they'll do the job for you. So thanks very much for watching today's video. If you haven't done so already, think about subscribing, getting the notification bell on, and I'll see you next time.